Hey gang, it's Max. I want to let you know about some things that happen behind the scenes at Generations Community Church. If you're relatively new, you may not know this, but I'm a planner and I like to plan things out, and I typically plan out the sermons for the year a year ahead of time, which means that right now, as we're nearing the end of August, we've got the major teaching series, the big ideas, a lot of the major texts that we're going to use and exposit, planned out, mapped out from now until the first week of June in 2019. Coming up this year, there are 3 major series, and I kind of wanted to give you a sneak peek of where we're going. First up to bat is a look at the 10 Commandments. A lot of people think the 10 Commandments is just a list of do's and don'ts. Do this, don't do that. But there's so much more going on. The 10 Commandments tell us a lot about what it means to be human, and they tell us some very important things about the kind of God that God is. After the turn of the calendar year, we're looking at emotionally healthy spirituality. The big idea for that teaching series is you cannot be spiritually mature while remaining emotionally immature. And we're going to be launching some growth groups, some discussion groups that will run a little more than 60 days so that you can kind of hop in and talk about what it means to be emotionally healthy and spiritually healthy with other believers here at Generations Community Church. We're going to spend a couple of weeks looking at the reliability of the New Testament and what it tells us about the resurrection of Jesus leading up to Easter. And then after Easter, we're going to be wading into a series I'm calling right now, Shame on You. We're going to be looking at shame and mercy and all of the kinds of things that go into that in our larger American context, and what Jesus and his kingdom values have to say to us. One of the things that I find incredibly ironic is that as America has kind of gotten rid of or pushed Christianity and religion off to the side, they've felt like, well, we're so much better off now that we've got those judgmental, Pharisaic religious people out of public life. And yet, when you go online, right, there is no end of people telling you how to live your life, what you should wear or not wear, what you can say or not say. And if you do the wrong things, you are shamed like no tomorrow. And we're going to be wading into that. So again, those are the major series and what's coming up at Generations Community Church as we go through June of 2019. There's some other things in there, but you'll find out as we go along. One of the things that I enjoy greatly is when somebody pulls me after church in January or February and they're like, Max, how did you know this is what was going on in my life? Like, I feel like you've got video cameras in my home, and did you have me in mind when you planned this out? Like, is this, you're trying to say something to me? And I'll say, whoa, wait, man, listen. This message was mapped out last June. The fact that it's hitting you now, and this is kind of where you are, it's just a coincidence. And of course, every single time they're like, oh my goodness, that's not a coincidence, that's God. And so it's kind of like a faith-building thing for them. So again, those are the major teaching series. Summer has made a vicious comeback. Woo! Sultry and hot out there. I got to go turn the air conditioning back on in the office or I'm going to start frying. The good news is Lone Oak has air conditioning that works really well, and I hope to see you this coming Sunday at Generations Community Church.